Huh?
Yes, yes, yes. Go
Oh,
on.
you can hear me now.
Yes, yes, yes. Go on,
Okay.
go on.
And NPN, that was the last one that I wanted to mention.
Right.
Then you also mentioned Git and GitHub.
Yes.
Git being the one that tracks changes in the progress of the code, like when we're coding, we
Mm.
track changes in those code. Right? GitHub is like the online storage for this code, and yes, now it's like an online storage for the code. Then you also said something about like maybe if I want to do a job for maybe a company or a firm,
Yes.
I'll first of all give them my GitHub. So from there, they'll be able to see most of my work, like my track record, something like that. You showed me a picture of that when he said you have made about 200 and something contribution that day. I don't know if I'm getting it right, though.
Yes.
Then talk about dev tools, and I think that was what we did in the first class. That was mainly what we did in the first class. Then
Right.
for the second class, it was still based on the introduction to web design though, but we now looked at HTML and then CSS with JavaScript. That was the topic we were supposed to discuss, but we only did work on HTML and CSS. And HTML, the acronym for my research, it means hypertext, a hypertext markup language. I've forgotten it. Why CSS is cascading style sheet, something like that. Now, the HTML is like the how will I put it, the backbone of the website. I remember when you asked me a question like if you want to build a house, what are the necessary materials needed? And aside from the same plan and design plan, I mentioned maybe cement, sand, land, those important details that are necessary for us to be able to build a house. It's similar to the HTML. Without the HTML, you can't design a website. I don't know if I'm on track.
Yes, yes. You are right.
Uh, then afterwards, there was one code you did, like what the HTML consists of the head, the title, bracket close, bracket open, and stuff like that. While the CSS, which is the cascading style sheet, is used to style like the website, like is used to make the website like kind of interactive in terms of the colors, the fonts, the design. Like for example, now the Delsu web page without the CSS, now it will be just blank and kind of ugly. You understand? But the presence of the CSS now, the way it was executed now, you see, like maybe you want to payment of fees. There's a different font they use for me that is different from maybe some other writes up in the website, and the color too is kind of attractive. And you see, I think the color still plays a vital role with the kind of site we're trying to build. Delta now, like Delta State University is known for its blue color, which was also implemented in the website, and all of that.
All right. All right. You have tried. I'm very happy that you are on track. Yes. That's cool. So we'll look at important, something very important today, which is we'll write code today. Actually, we'll write code today. So try to open your VS Code. Open your VS Code and
There's an incoming call.
Oh, eh?
I say open your VS Code.
I should open my VS this thing.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, my network the wave. Okay, okay, I'm coming.
I want my
All right.
fancy. I'm not asking for a new one. I'm asking for the same fancy that one. If I didn't know when I got off that plane,
Okay, I've
that I
opened
could
it.
change the
All
password.
right, all right. So just hold on.
Sorry that you now believe in the island, but rules exist for a reason.
Oh, but those aren't the only rules, are they? You have one of your own.
I
So
like the movie Shinjan.
That's what you told me.
Yeah, I can hear
I've
you.
already given you a father.
You
so
reflect-
we'll be writing HTML code today. We'll be writing HTML code today. So I want to just bring your mind back to what HTML is, and then we'll continue from there. So you already know that HTML is hypertext markup language, and is the
Yes.
standard language used to create the structure of web pages, right?
Yeah.
Then it tells the browser what content to display and how it is organized.
Yeah.
So HTML use some important things, which are element, tags, and attributes. These element, tags, and
Okay.
attributes are used to define the content of the web page. Do you understand?
Yes. Yes.
Uh, so the first one that we'll be looking at is the HTML tags. The tags are keywords enclosed in angle brackets. They are keywords enclosed in angle bracket. I will also send you this note. Most tag comes
Okay.
in pairs. Most of them come in pairs. For this one that we have now, we have P. You can see that we have a opening bracket. Then there is P
Mm.
inside the bracket. Then you close the bracket, right? That's the opening tag. Then the closing tag too for this P now is open bracket forward slash close the bracket.
Okay. The slash now is the main changes. That's the difference between opening tag and closing tag.
Yes, 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 yes. That is different between the two. That's one of the way to differentiate between the closing tag and the opening tag.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's for tags. Know that tags are keywords enclosed in angle brackets. We have various of them. We have examples. So I will show you the examples, but just notice that tags are keywords enclosed in angle brackets. Then the other one is HTML element. HTML element. An HTML element consists of the opening tag, the content, and the closing tag.
Okay.
The opening tag,
Mm.
the content, and the
And the
closing
closing
tag.
tag.
I seen it now. So now someone can tell you that, okay, give me
It's
a paragraph, give me
that's good.
paragraph element, or give me an element, or give me give me element. So if they say this is an element, you should know that
Yeah.
it must have a opening tag, it must have a
Closing
content,
tag.
and it
Content
must
and
have
closing
a
tag.
closing tag. Do you understand?
Yeah.
All right. So we also have attributes. We have HTML attributes. Attributes provide additional information about an element that are written inside the opening tag. They provide additional information about an element. They are written inside the opening tag. So for instance, now this is opening tag of image, right? You can see
Yeah.
this from here now to this place.
Mm.
This is the attributes of this particular element. Now it gives a additional information to this image tag. You say my image. Can I say my image?
Huh?
Can I say
Yes. Yes.
my image? So this is attribute. This is an example of attribute. So it gives additional information to this particular element. Do you understand?
Yeah.
All right. So examples of elements, we have heading. So heading start from H1 to H6.
Okay.
H1 to H6. The H1 is the largest and the most important one when it comes to heading. It's the highest. H1 is the highest and the most important one. Then H6 is the smallest among the heading elements. Do you get?
Yeah. Yeah.
We have another element we have is paragraph element. It is used to display blocks of text. So if you want to display text on a web page, you can decide to use paragraph element. Then we also have list. We have list. But you should know that there are two common types of list. Unordered list, which come with bullet point, then order list, which comes with numbers. So this particular list that you are seeing here now, it is used to list elements on the web page. Maybe you want to list something, maybe you want to define list rice bag, beans bag, tomatoes bag. You want to list them on the web page, you use list for it. So it comes in two pattern. It comes in unordered list, which is you can arrange it anyhow you like. Then order list, which is you arrange it accordingly. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that's why you are seeing, for the first one you are seeing bullet, for the second one you are seeing numbers. Then we have links, images and tables. Links, it is used to navigate to another page or website. So if you want to link a web page, maybe you want to link a page now of your website now to another page of your same website, you can use this element called linking or links. Do you understand? So you can see the opening tag here, you can also see the closing tag here. You can see the content. Visit
This is the opening tag, this is the closing tag now.
Yes, this is opening tag, this is the closing tag, and this is the element, the content.
Visit site.
Yes, that's the content. So don't forget, elements, HTML element comes with opening tag, closing tag, and the content. Exactly. So we also have another element called image. So this image is used to display pictures on the web page. So when it comes to pictures, what you use is image. So but image do not actually have a closing tag. You don't have a closing tag. What you just have is opening tag. So inside the opening tag, that's where you put your attributes, then your directory to your image. Then we also have tables. Tables is used to display data in rows and in columns. When we were in school now, they used to tell us that we should draw tables. Then we arrange them in rows, we arrange them in what? In columns. So if you want to do that in your website, you use the element called table. You can see the opening tag of the table, then the closing tag of the table. Can you see it now? Yeah. So inside now between the closing tag and the opening tag of the table, we also have another opening tag and closing tag too, which is this one, this TR that you are seeing here, it is called table row. Okay. Table row, yeah, it is used to create row. And this TH that you are seeing here, it is called table head. It is called table head. Then we also have table data. This is called table data. You can see the TD. It's called table data. All right. Then we also have important part of your website called forms. It is called form. It is an element to when it comes to HTML. Form used to collect user input. So maybe you want to log into your OP now. You see something like enter your phone number or your account number, then enter your password. So that input field that you are seeing, it is called form. So it is used to do what? It is used to collect your data from you, then it will now use to validate it on the back end if what you are putting is correct. So form is very important when it comes to HTML. You understand?
Yeah.
So common form also have some other elements too. One of them is input field, the other one is button, the other one is labels, and the other one is what? Text areas. You can see other elements inside the form: label, input field, then button. You can see it, right? Yeah. And now this is HTML element as an attribute with their meanings. I have 25 here. 25 here. So I will give you assignment on that. But before that, let me read all this one for you so you understand them. You can see the first one,
Yeah.
HTML. It is called the root element of an HTML document, which is the first thing you will see when it comes to HTML. Then you have head. It contains the metadata about the page. It contains the metadata about the page. You see title. It's also an element. It sets the browser tab title. Then you see body. Contains visible page of contains visible page content. So what you will be writing your body is what you want the users to do what? To see. Then another element is H1. The main heading. We have paragraph. This one is to write text on the web page. Then A, which is the link, it is used to create hyperlink.
Hyperlink.
Yes. Then we have href, specified link destination. It specifies the link destination where you are learning to. Immediately you click on that link. What are you like? Where are you going to? This is what href do for you. Then you have image, img. It display an image on the website. src, specify image source. It specify image source. So let me show you an example here. You can see the src here.
Yes.
So src actually specify where the image is located in your website. You also create a folder, so that's where you put all the image. So when you put this src, you now put a directory to where the image is really located, so that your HTML can actually see the image and display it for you. You understand? So yeah, so that's the help of the src. You are seeing src. So we also have alt, alternative text for image. Alternative text for image. ul on other list, which I have. Yes. Where is it? This ul on other list. Then we also have we have ol other list. Then we have li. Li is to list the main items. Is to list the main items. From here now you can see that this li is inside ul, right? Yeah. So you can also have other list too, like this.
I have a phone number. I need you to call it.
So when you open this one now on the browser, you see that it comes with bullet point. It comes with bullet point. So each of the items now come with what? Bullet point. You can say item 1, items 2, items 3, items 4. So each of them now, each of the items will now do what? Will now come with bullet point because it is inside UL. UL is called unordered list. Then same thing here too. Put it item 1, items 2, items 3, and so on like that. This one will just come in numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see 1 at the back here, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. So that's for UL and UOL, UL and OL, and LI too. These items. Table, it creates a table. I've explained this earlier. Then we also have TR. TR is used to create table row. It is used to create what?
Table row.
Table row. Then we have TD, called tables data cell. TH, table header cell.
That's them.
Then we also have form. Form is used to create a form. Input, accept user input. Type, defines the input type. You see, maybe what you want your user to put is email. So the type field, you put email. If it is password, you put password. If it is text, you put normal text. So that also validates what the user is putting inside your input field. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Then we have label to label element. It describes the form input. Describe the form input. So you can say, okay, I want this, my form input should be called name. There is that place you now put it, name. Then whenever the user comes now, you will now see it. Okay, this place is for name. We'll put name there. This place is for password. We'll put password there. This place is for username. We'll put username there. What actually helps you is the label element. You understand?
Yeah.
Then we also have button. Button is clickable button. Something that you click. As you click it now, it can take you to somewhere else. As you click it, you can do anything at all. So that's how it is. We also have test area. Test area, multi-line test input. So maybe you want to create a cutout form now. You know that in cutout form there are some there's a section where you put all your messages that you want to send to the person. So that's what this one helps you to do. Test area, it helps you to create a larger test feed for your input. Then we also have placeholder. Placeholder also work like label. It works like label, but it gives more hints. It gives more hint text inside the input field. So the difference between the two is that label is outside the input field, while placeholder is inside the what? It's inside the input field. I will give you an example. Okay. So let me go to my VS Code. Oh, all right. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm seeing.
So this is what I've explained so far. Do you understand them?
Yes, I understand. And I also go back to watch the video, sure.
All right. So this is our normal plain. After you have created your boilerplate for your HTML, and you already know that anything that you want to show on the browser will be inside your body element. So now, because of that, I want to do an example for you. So what I want to create is a form element. That's what I want to create. I want to create a form for you to see. Only with HTML and you see how it will look like. So first thing first that you need to do is write your form, write your element. You can see it. This is the form element. And if you hover on it, it will give you more details too. The form element represents a collection of form associated elements, some of which can represent editable values that can be submitted to a server for processing. So this form element is very important uh, when it comes to HTML, because this is what you use to collect your user's input feed to submit to the server. The server is your backend. That's what they actually mean. Do you understand?
Yeah.
All right. So now, what we'll start with, label. And you can put anything in that place, or you come to this side, you say first name. First name. That's label. You already labeled. You know that some bread, those days, so
Mm.
not now. Those days, some bread used to have label. They will put the label inside the bread nylon, so that
Yeah.
so that anybody that buy the bread, they will see the
Label.
description. Yeah, they will see the description of the bread, the location of the manufacturer of the bread. So
Mm.
that's what label is actually doing for you. It's labeled that section that you are, or you say, okay, this section should be for first name alone.
Mm.
So this is input field. The input field, do you remember type element I told you about?
Eh?
Do you remember the type element? This type.
For input?
Yes,
No, no.
let me show you. Type. It defines the input type.
Okay, the input types. Sex,
Either
email,
text,
password.
email, or password. So that's what. So for this one now, I want it to be text, not password, not email. So that's why I'm leaving it as text. Then you see ID. You can call it anything you like. Then we also have name, feed too, and call it anything you like. So this ID and this name, they have their function, but we'll get there sha. This ID you can use it for your front end, which is JavaScript. Then this name attribute that you are seeing here, it's for the server, for the backend. You understand? Can you hear me? Hello? 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 Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you
Yes,
hear me?
yes, I can. I'm on my network.
All right. All right. So
I can hear you.
then the placeholder. Remember I told you about placeholder. Placeholder is also used to describe the input field too.
Mm.
But the placeholder is always inside the input element. You understand? So let me
Okay.
quickly open this one for you now,
Yeah.
so you see it. So if you want to open it on the browser, easier way to open it on the browser is to open with live server. You click on it. Can you see this one? Can you see the label? This is the label. Oh. This is the label. Why this one is the placeholder? Can you see my screen?
Okay.
Yeah. So when I start writing
Yes, yes.
something now, you see that the placeholder disappear. disappears. So it's just the placeholder just actually helps to tell your user that this place is for this place is for this. The label to also do the same thing too. So you can decide to put label, you can decide to put a placeholder in your input field. Then we also have also have um we have BR. BR is used to is for line break. So maybe you are done writing something at the top and you want to come down. You want to break the line, or maybe you have a very long sentence. You want to break it into 3 line. So you use BR. So that's what I want to use now. I'm using BR so that I can come to the next section of the input field. So I'm saying label again. And this label now, last name. Then we have last name. Last name. And also have input field. Input. I want it to be text too. Then I want it to have ID, L name. Then name attribute should be L name. So that's for this. If I open it on my browser, I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see the last name. I not put a placeholder for this second one. So there's nothing bad in it. In as much we already have indicating that this is last name. And so that's for form elements. You can now see that inside the form element we have a lot of elements. We have label, we have input field, we have type, we have BR, we also have input field too. So when it comes to HTML, for you to write them in a correct way, you have to put each of them inside each other. Do you understand? You have to put them inside each other. So that's why you are saying that after writing the form elements now, I also come inside of it, inside the opening. That's between the opening tag and the closing tag of the form element. That's why I now put this my other element. Put this my other element inside. You understand? So we also have table 2. We have table. So let me quickly do this table for you.
Okay.
So for table, as I have explained earlier, I said okay, look at this here. It is used to create a table in your web page. So the table element is used to create a table in your web page. So I'm going to create a table now to show you what I mean. So I will have a table. Inside the table, I have what we call caption. Inside the caption, I have mostly what? Monthly. Are you following at all?
Yes, I am.
Monthly sales. Monthly sales. Then after that, I now have th element, which is table heading. Then inside that one too, inside that table heading element, I now have table row. Are you seeing it?
Yes, yes.
Then inside the table row, that's why I now have TH.
You finally see my work. I'm very like,
Then each of the TH now comes with
I wouldn't do that.
each of the TH comes with what? Opening tag and closing tag. So in between the opening tag and closing tag of TH, that's where I will now put this my text or my content. Let me say company. Then the other one is what? Let me copy this. That one is contract. Contract. Right. Why the other one is country. 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 So that's for that. So what I will do now is okay. Let me just open it first. So I'll show you. Can you see the TH? This is the
Yes,
TH. This is
yes.
this is a table I'm trying to create for you. I'm trying to create a table for you now. Then after the TH, that's where I now have T body. T body. Inside the T body, I now have another TR called TR. Then inside the TR, that inside the T body,
No,
I now have TD.
he's T and
You understand?
Yeah, that's stable data.
Yes, table data. So that's where I now have this stuff.
letting Julia's title. And what the hell? She was, she's not anymore. She's not even your assistant. She's your principal.
Then also have Maria. Country.
I'm sorry. It's natural.
Uh, okay, Maria. Right. So copy. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Copy and paste. Then the last one is Jamie. So let me preview it. Can you see it?
Yes,
Copy.
yes.
Alfred, Flutter Kit, Contract, Maria Ades, Country, Jamie. So that's example of form. That's how a table. I mean, that's how table look like. Then you can also now create another table row too. You can create another table row. So what you do is you copy this one and paste it here. So this other one is this central commercial. Not to when you are doing your assignment, because I'm going to give you assignment. Always take note of this angle, because if you remove it now, you turn an error.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Okay, yes.
Yes. So you need to always be careful with it. Be careful with it. Then we have the Here we have Mexico.
Loans fantasy? What, that she and her husband get to be together forever? No. That you and Nick
Mexico. Right. Can you see this now? Can you see table?
Yes.
There are rows and what? In columns. Rows and in columns. So that's it.
But is there any way to put line like line to make it more neat, the table?
Yes, yes, yes. There's a way to do it to do that. It's very easy. So you can that will be your next assignment. So you write this, then put line to it. Then but before that, do you have any question before I proceed?
So far,
Yes.
no.
Are you sure?
Just for me to study this 25 this thing well, know when to apply them.
No, this is not all. Oh. Hey, I'm going to give you assignments now. This is not all the elements.
Eh,
Yes, there are some elements that they are not even yet safe. It's when you started working or we start building a real world website. That's when you start knowing that okay, this is an element, this is an element, this is an element. So it's not something you can just master at once. Do you understand?
yes, yes.
So you know it gradually, and as you are building websites, you get to know more about them. So let me quickly do a recap. We already established that HTML is not a programming language, but it's just a markup language, and it basically contains three things. Consists of it consists of uh, three parts, which is the element part, the tags, and the attributes. And we already established that the tags is those keywords that are enclosed in argue brackets. Then it must also most times they comes in pairs, which is opening tag and closing tag. Then we also have HTML elements. The HTML elements is HTML element consists of three part two: the opening tag, the contents of the element, and the closing tag of the element. Example, this is an example. As you can see, this is a paragraph. So this is opening tag, and this is closing tag, and this is um text or content. So this one now this one now is an element because it have three criteria that elements must have. Then we have attributes. We establish that attributes give more information, make you to know more about that particular element that you want to work with or you are working with. So you can see an example here. SRC, which is the link to your that link you to your image. Then alternative text, it give you more description about the element, telling you that this is my image. Then we have so many other elements called heading, paragraph, list. It's yeah. So this is fun. And this is common form elements, which are the input field, the button, the labels, the text area. So don't forget your form can also have the element called button. So you know that when you enter some some websites, if you want to submit any form, you see button under it after inputting all your details. When you click on submit, it will just, all the thing will just disappear. They not just disappear, they go straight to the server. Do you understand?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that's it. So um that's all for today. But I have to give you exercise. I have to give you about 5 exercise for you to do. Is it too much?
No, anyone now, but the submission time, you know, say, hey, I say I want to tell you,
Mm,
you know, say, first of all,
mm,
I dey grind. Like after this lecture now, I
yes.
need to go back to my grinding. Then forex still dey one side when I dey try to meet up during the day. So my time, then I still dey comot house, dey pursue one or two waka, that kind of thing. I make that last assignment,
Mm,
I no fit meet up like that. But I go still meet up, sha.
all right.
I go meet up, and I just like the deadline.
All right. So
Mm.
um okay. So our next class is Wednesday, Abi.
Yes, Wednesday.
We have submit it Wednesday evening, 5 p.m.
Okay.
5 p.m. before I
Okay.
close from work.
Okay.
All right. So I will send you the PDF. I'll send you this particular material. Then I'll also send you the video when I upload it
Okay.
to my group,
On
to
YouTube.
my YouTube channel. Then you get more.
Okay.
So
But these exercises now,
yes,
because I can see write 3 paragraph about front end development. Is it like I'll open different files for them and do them, or like what you just did, that bulk um, coding now, will just do exactly like that?
yes. Just do everything in one file, but separate them.
Okay.
Like name them that this thing is for this thing is for this thing is for this. Do you
Okay.
understand?
Mm.
All right. So any other question?
No, no, no. There's any other when I'm doing the assignment, I'll reach out to you.
All
I'll
right.
need to watch that video again.
All right. No problem. Ah, okay.
All right, boss. Good night.